Hey, what's up? It's Jacqueline. Welcome to episode 2 of my Secret Project podcast series. If you're new here and you're probably like, why are you so calm right now? The episode I put out last week. If you're new here, by the way, please stop what you're doing and catch yourself up and listen to episode 1 of my Secret Project series. We're on a different vibe today, okay? We are enjoying a Friday morning. We are recording episode 2 on Friday, May 1st. And the vibe today, okay, we jumped off the cliff last week. We jumped off the cliff. We knocked out the first episode. We did it, okay? We ripped the Band-Aid off. We jumped off the cliff together. I hope you packed a parachute. I hope you made it safely to the ground. I barely did, okay? I have never had actual, I had so much physical anxiety and heart palpitations. My stomach dropped like I was on a roller coaster while I was doing that episode. I've never had that before. And just the way I started the episode was so dramatic. And that's just who I am. I can't help myself. Sometimes I'm just that way. But this week, it's a Friday morning. We're going to do a Q&A that is related to the Secret Project later in the episode, so stay tuned for that. But first, we're going to do a very classic Jacqueline Monroe Show episode, okay? Like I said, it's a Friday morning. We're waking up together, okay? This is going to be a very... Let's relax with Jacqueline, wake up and read the newspaper and see what's going on in this good world, okay? I'm drinking a poppy and a water. It's 10:09 a.m. And we are going to be talking about Bryan Johnson eating pussy at a certain point, and that'll be like the raunchy, crazy part. Other than that, it'll be very like, we're on a Riviera, floating and we're reading a newspaper. I don't know. I'm still waking up, if you can't tell. It is 10:09 a.m., but I'm still waking up. I skipped the gym, so we don't have the typical crackhead energy from spin class and those endorphins on board today. Before we get into everything, before I set the scene, update you on my life, talk about what I'll be doing tonight and this weekend. I have a wild Friday night ahead of me. A wild Friday night, a wild weekend. My weekend is going to be, we'll talk about it. So before I get into that, hi, please hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening right now. I'm on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Breaker, Overcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. Please, you know what? I'm on Apple and Spotify. I need to cut that shit out. We're not on Stitcher and we probably are on Stitcher and Breaker and Overcast. We're on everything, but you mainly probably listen on Apple and Spotify. So subscribe to my podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Jacqueline Monroe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is a video and audio podcast. Hi, YouTube. Hi, video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also watch me on Spotify video if you're over on the Spotify app. And I do it big for you guys. I do it in 4K because I give a shit. Even though you're probably whatever. And then finally, if you want to support the show, patreon.com/TJMS, patreon.com/TJMS. It's $5 a month. That music compared to is just so wrong. Sorry. Patreon.com/TJMS if you want to support the show. It's $5 a month. It's my subscription service. Go check it out. All right, let's get into it. So life updates. I'll set the scene first. I skipped I'm in pajamas. You guys, okay. Friday morning, 10 a.m. I'm in my cheetah print pajamas, podcasting in the comfort of my own home, doing my own thing here, creating, right? I'm making a series out of the blue. I didn't have to do this, but that is filling my cup right now. The fact I'm going on this new podcast series adventure that I really shouldn't be doing. I keep saying that. I think after the third Secret Project episode, I'll be like, this is okay. But right now it feels so wrong. But I trust you here. You guys are my closest community and my tightest knit community on my social media. And so I feel very safe to share this secret project with you and bring you along the journey of it. So, but anyways, yeah, this is my dream life. I'm literally in my PJs. I did do a light beat. Okay. I did a little concealer, I always do a smoky eye, but like, I don't know why I did that. Cause I didn't really want to wear a lot of makeup today. We're wearing the Rhode lip gloss in the shade Peony. I'm down 2 nails, you guys. I'm down 2 nails. The plan today is to podcast, pick out new light fixtures. Cause I just got a text from Corey that we have a lighting guy coming or something. Cause he's doing lighting in the yard. And he'll also be doing any lighting we have remaining that we want to finish in the house. So I'll be doing, and if you know anything about me, it's that hold on. You know everything about me. Who am I kidding? If you're here, you know everything at this point. I have what's called decision OCD or whatever, or like I heard about this a few weeks ago. I actually talked about it on the show, where before I make a decision on what to buy, I have to consider every single option and I have to research every option. So simply picking out lighting that's going to be a permanent choice in this home. I mean, obviously we can change it someday, is going to be a whole thing. So I also need to get a manicure and a pedicure. Well, I'm going to do my own nails at home here. Because did I ever tell you guys I switched that up? I don't go to the salon to get acrylics anymore. I do my own acrylics at home. I don't think I've updated you guys on that, but I get a pedicure, right? So I'm going to do a mani-pedi this afternoon. I have a million packages, like just standard errand stuff after the episode. But why am I telling you this? Oh yeah, I do my nails at home. Okay, I was watching the Kardashians and this made me feel so good about my like DIY, like at home acrylic nail situation. I was watching the latest season of the Kardashians, I don't know, like a month or so ago. And I noticed that the glam team, when they were doing Kim, came over, and I believe this was for the Met, like literally the Met Gala. Or this was either the Met Gala, or it's probably all the time, like when they do her glam. Or it was when she was in Paris at the trial for the robbery, getting glam for that because she wore a ton of jewelry and she the outfit, it was like all black and she had the sunglasses and she looks so good. Anyways, but I noticed that one of the glam, why was I just going to say council members? Kim Kardashian glam squad members, one of the members handed her like this tray of nails and she just started pressing them on. Like Kim was doing her own nails like that. And they were just the press on acrylic ones, the ones I've been using. And I'm like, yes, bitch. Like these, I'm sure I don't know if she gets her nails done like that, where they put the goop, the acrylic goop, and like, I'm sure, I don't know. She probably does for events. Maybe this is how she does it because it's quick and it looks really nice. But yeah, I do basically these. Why am I telling you my acrylic nail story right now? I need to talk about my weekend and what we're doing tonight. But basically I do a combination of cement glue, like literal cement. No, I found this glue. I think it's called Nail Secrets. Yeah. I think go on wherever, Amazon. Okay. It's on Amazon. Amazon, of course it is. It's Nail Secrets nail glue. And then these like pointy tipped, like I do what shape is this? Almond shaped. I just buy almond shaped clear press on nails and then bada boom, bada bing, you just press it on. And then I have my gel, colors, like my nail polish colors, and I paint over it, do the light, done. Little top coat, done. And the reason I've been doing this is because it literally lasts over a month. Like I bust a nail here and there, but not at the level I was ruining my acrylic nails where I was actually like getting them done every 2 weeks. For some reason, it's always a thing with me. It's like, I'm always like, my nails are always, one of them is always fucked up, but to the level of like, I shouldn't have them. Like I'm not mature enough to, I don't know. Like I'm like a little kid, like you're not ready. It's like training wheels. Like I need to like crawl before I walk here. Like I clearly can't maintain them because I'm really hard on my hands. I think it's a combination of the gym and then scrubbing. I wanted to say dog shit again. I just said that last week. I'm like between the gym and like knocking my hands around with weights and then cleaning the house. I'll just say that. But I love how they look. I'm obsessed with my nails and I actually love doing them. It's very zen. It's very calming, very therapeutic. Anyways, we are seeing, okay, I skipped the gym. Didn't need to mention that again, but okay. Corey took the dogs, whatever. Wild Friday night ahead. I'm looking forward to it so much. I'm calling this, I put it on the calendar, on the fridge. Tonight is Corey's big movie night. Tonight is the premiere of the Devil Wears Prada. Yeah, Devil Wears Prada 2 comes out tonight. We're seeing it with his parents. We're going to the reclining chair theater version of a theater with the snacks and the side, what am I saying? The side table service, the at chair service, they come to your chair and they serve you service. I am so excited. One of the first things one of the first things Corey told me, like when we're like, what's your favorite book? What's your favorite movie? Was he likes The Devil Wears Prada. He's like, it's kind of weird that I like this movie, but I'm like, it's actually one of the most perfect movies. So like, and we watched it the other night and that it stood the test of time. Like this movie is a perfect movie. I'm really excited to see the new one tonight. I don't know much about it. I was going to read an article that was like, here's what it says. Someone was, they said, I watched The Devil Wears Prada 2 to see if it's another hacky sequel because people are worried that it's going to suck. And I was going to like prematurely read this before I go tonight just to see, but then I think that'll just obviously ruin it for myself. So I'm not going to, but yeah, we're seeing that tonight. It's going to be a big bash for Corey. Oh my God, do I have time to like make him a t-shirt? I should go to the dollar store and make him a t-shirt that says like, what's like a Miranda Priestley classic? I don't know, just like a stupid quote on it or, I don't know, Devil Wears Prada, biggest fan. I don't know, like something corny. Wild Weekend Part 2. We're going to like a 60-acre nursery to pick out plants and trees. And yeah, it's, okay. I have to say this, it's me talking about my husband again, but like, this is my life update. It's at the point now. And I've noticed this with every man I've ever been with, like, and closely known or whatever, like relationships or just men in my life, coworkers, whatever. They love repeating their plans. Men love repeating their plans. If they have, any future plans, any project plans, any like, okay, after I do this thing, then we're going to do this thing. And then once we get that, then we're going to do this. And it's like, they have to constantly talk about it. Once they get excited about something, it's kind of cute. It's kind of endearing, but the plants, you guys, the plants for the backyard are a nonstop conversation. I mean, I'll be on the phone and he'll be asking me about my day and then he can't help himself. And he'll immediately just say, okay, this weekend we're going to the nursery. We need to get 16 of these, 14 of those, one of these. And I'm like, you've told me this 16 times. He loves talking about it. He'll come home and the first thing he talks about is the fucking plants. And so this weekend we're finally getting it done. We're knocking this out. We're getting the final round of plants for our yard. And yeah, that's our home ownership life update, I guess. This is you guys, no, it's just giving this episode is just like, I'm not drinking a coffee, but it feels like I should be drinking a coffee. I should be reading poetry and kicking my feet up and just serenading you with that kind of shit instead of I mean, this is so mundane, but whatever. Oh my God. Okay. I wore all pink, specifically these pink leggings to the gym that I never wear color. Like I wear dark blue and dark, like brown. I'll do like navies, browns, and blacks at the gym. Maybe dark gray. But I'm not one of these bubblegum pastel pink girlies. Okay. Like that's just, I don't like to be on display at the gym. Like I want to be, it's like, I want to be seen, but I don't want to be seen. Like I'm like, yeah, I know I look good. Like, sure, look at my outfit, whatever. But I don't need it to be like obvious that I want you to look at my outfit like it's neon orange. Okay. So anyways, I wore an all pink, bubblegum pink outfit to work out in the other day. And now I get why the single bitches are wearing the colorful outfits. Oh my fucking God. It was like because I can tell, you can tell when people stare at you, you know what I mean? Like you can tell like it's kind of an energy thing you feel on you at the gym. Like that happens. Like, yeah, sure. Every now and then, sometimes it's a little too much. You're like, this is too obvious. Like, whoa, you know, but it was like, what's a good, if you're part of the Secret Project series, if you already listened to the first episode, you understand where my head's at right now. So I know you're like giving me grace in this episode and I appreciate you for that. Yeah. It was so like, I was the center of attention just because the color I was wearing, it's like, you can't not look at it. Right. And I was catching myself in the mirror. I'm like, fuck, I'm not used to this. Like, I don't know if I like this. And I was like, oh my God, you can like see everything. Like, whoa, like this is very like uncomfortable. I was like feeling, I felt so cute and whatever. I felt so like great. But also I was like, I'm like too in my head about how bright I look right now. And so that was really telling. Like, yeah, if you're trying to like attract the outfits work, the candy colored outfits work. If you're looking for attention at the gym, like I get it. I get why the girls do it because it was on another level compared to when I wear all black. Like, and I did get a compliment. I did get like a couple compliments on the color. It was fun by other girls. It's probably a great way to make friends too. If you want to like, yeah, just wear the cute outfits. You know, I think I'm going to start wearing more color and just saying, fuck it. Cause I was in my head about it, but I did feel like you got one life, you know, wear all the color, who cares? It's a lot of like, who cares? Should I delete this episode and restart it? Fuck me. Guys, should we just move forward to Bryan Johnson eating pussy? There's some things in the news. So like, we're going to take a browse here. Did I finish setting the scene? Oh, I said I'm in pajamas, Rhode lip gloss in the shade Jelly Bean. I'm drinking a Poppy, strawberry lemon soda. Every time I drink a Poppy or see the word Poppy or an advertisement, I'm like, I just can't help but think of Charlie XCX in that commercial. And she's just like, vibes. I'm here for the vibes. It's like, that's what Poppy is. It's just about the vibes, I guess. Like, it's just like, now I associate vibes with Poppy. And every time I see it, I'm just like, yeah, it's kind of a bullshit drink, to be honest. Like, it's like not that great. Like it has as you drink it, it gets better kind of vibe to it. It's just a little too vinegary for me. And I like crunchy granola, like kombucha, wellness drinks, elixirs. Like I usually like that. This one to me, maybe it's the flavor I got. The reason I have this, by the way, okay, I have a Thrive Market subscription. They reached out to me to do, to like partner with them. And this was like last fall. And I keep forgetting to cancel my box because I just don't use it like I thought I would. And now every month, I think it's been like for the last 4 months, it's like, Jacqueline, just press cancel. Like, just like remember to cancel the subscription. Cause it does charge you, right? Like, it's not like it's a partnership where they just send you shit for free. But it's this Poppy box came the other day and I was like, what's this package I'm getting at the door? It's always so late at night. It's like at 8 p.m. And I was like, fuck. And I forgot they texted me and I was like, oh, it's time to update your box or add to your box or whatever. And I just like, yeah, I went over my head. So that's why I'm drinking it. But, Oh, and I'm wearing glasses with like no lenses and they're clear for the vibes. Like this is just podcast host things, just trying to like accessorize to the gods because I don't know. Okay. So what's going on here with Bryan Johnson is so hilarious. And then we're going to revisit the Ray J clip because I was playing it at dinner the other night and I don't think I thought it was funny when I was recording last week's show. I was like, oh, he's a little wisecracker, this Ray J. He's a little rascal. He's a little fuckhead in a little, what's the word? Shyster. He's a little, but like, I don't know. Like he's so naturally funny, but it's like, I don't think he's even, but it's the type of thing where you're like, I think he's actually serious, but he just doesn't give a fuck. Like the way he was saying these insane statements about sleeping with 12,500 women and how he just glazed over it. Like it wasn't even like, but the thing is, it was such a long segment because he was on Cam Newton's podcast. We played this last week because the headline was he slept with 12,500 women or claims he did. And they didn't crack a smile. Like between the two of them, I was like, is this a bit? Like it was like that. They didn't crack a smile, a laugh, nothing. The entire, like, I don't know, it was like 15 minutes of them talking about this. So we're going to revisit it and I'm going to play a little bit more because I didn't play all of it last week. And I didn't realize he was funny like that. Like, why did I think Ray J, I mean, does he have crazy, like, I feel like there's always like allegations with these guys. Like what are his allegations? Didn't he allege that he got by his teacher or something? Like he was abused by someone else. What was that I read? Anyways, but here's Bryan Johnson tweeting that he ate his girlfriend? Yeah. Biohacker Bryan Johnson's girlfriend's intimate microbiome score after bizarre message. Translation: Bryan Johnson's girlfriend has a perfect pussy. Okay. Bryan Johnson has once again left his followers stunned with another intimate post about his sex life. I didn't know I knew he was freaky like that, but like not, he's just a weird guy. Of course he's tweeting about this kind of stuff, but he literally tweeted, on X or X'd, whatever, just gave Kate oral sex. Good night, everyone. And then if that wasn't enough detail, in the next post, which came 2 minutes later, Johnson revealed that Tolo's vagina was, I guess that's his girlfriend's name or last name, was in the top 1% of all vaginas. Of course, that still wasn't enough for Johnson to share as he went on to prove it with a graph. Oh my God. Okay, this is what he tweeted. This is her vaginal microbiome report, 100 out of 100 score, top 1% of all vaginas. Her sample is dominated by the single most protective bacterial species a vagina can host, Lactobacillus crispatus. Only about 25 to 30% of reproductive age women globally are L. crispatus dominant. Okay, so what is she doing to biohack this pussy of hers to make it 100 out of 100? I need to know because, like, what the fuck? Wait. Only about, okay, wait. So, oh my God, he's so proud of this. A vaginal microbiome is downstream of everything: sleep, glucose control, stress, gut health, sexual health, immune function, and what you eat, what you put in, etc. Oral sex is great. The problem is that we don't treat it seriously, she said. Who said this? I'm like skimming through this article. People who would never skip a condom will go down on a new partner without a second thought. People don't get tested for oral STIs or talk to partners about dental health, recent illness, or when they were last screened. It's a public health gap, she continued. Tolo then said she was grateful to have a partner who takes her health seriously before telling everyone to be safe. Well said, Johnson responded. Were they like talking about this on an interview, or is this seems like they were, I need to like watch this. Is this a video of them addressing it? Oh my God. Wait, it's on YouTube? Hold on. Again, we're waking up and reading the news. I need to find this. I just need to hear how he says it. Guys, I have a girlfriend. Oh my God, here we go. 3-minute video, but I don't.
Okay, let me watch this.
Normal jars, they have like a little indentation.
Pausing, come on.
Wait, hold on, wait. Well, wait.
What?
Just try. I'm not saying like
I'm already
use
annoyed.
instruments to try to. I'm
Why?
saying. Ow! That hurts.
Kate and I met, I believe, around 5 years ago. We got into a relationship 3 years ago, and we've been working on it since.
Give me a wink.
I guess I can model out in my mind what I think the reactions will be. There will be joy, there will be mocking, there will be hate. Like there's going to be a little bit of everything, but by sharing this with others, it could be a good influence in others who are either looking for or working on their own relationship.
Okay. There will be mocking and there will be hate because you have a girlfriend. Dude, you're 55. How old is he? You're 55 going on 20. How old is Bryan Johnson? This is a normal, healthy thing to do in life is get a girlfriend. Why is he so dramatic? Like there's going to be hate and mocking. How old is Bryan Johnson? What is he? I swear he's like Bryan Johnson. 48. So he's almost 50. Okay. I mean, if his girlfriend was 19, I understand why he would there would be some conversation about it. But okay, wait. What else?
When I was growing up, I would try to find marriages that I wanted to emulate, and they were hard to come by. Good relationships are really rare, and Kate is important to me because she really does feel like my other half. She feels like self. And, you know, when she hurts, I hurt. When I feel joy, she feels joy.
Do we need to go to the rental place counter?
No. He's
Okay.
saying hour.
I'm asleep. Happy for him. Have nothing negative to say. But now I know. Oh, guys, I have a girlfriend. Now I want you. Now I know what you're thinking. How is it possible that anyone would want to be with me? I understand where you're coming from. I think the answer is her puzzle piece fits mine. Enjoy the next 500 years together. Enjoy the age gap. How do you handle the age gap? She's clearly much older than you by the biomarkers. Oh my God. I saw this age gap, TikTok. I watched this last night and it's this 26-year-old, like really cute, like blonde woman with, a 6-year-old man, and they're sitting at their lake house and they're just like answering questions about non-negotiables in their relationship or something like that. And I love that, like the comment section on the internet is where I want to be, like, and live and be. Those are the people I want to be friends with. Top comment is like, this is how bad I want a lake house. This is how bad I don't, this is how much I hate working was another comment. I just thought it was so funny. It was jarring. Like she could literally be his daughter. But age is just a number. Love has no whatever. So yeah, she has this is like the latest. Okay. We woke up and read, this is not probably good information to even know, but like now I know that if you've got Lactobacillus crispatus, guys listening, ask on a first date, like, oh my God, ask your girl if she's gonna give her a Lactobacillus crispatus test. Oh, this just popped up underneath the article. Bryan Kohberger reveals he's been diagnosed with 4 mental health. Only 4? disorders and handwritten guilty plea. This was published on September 4th, 2025. So what is this website? Unilad.com. I can't even look at his face. You know whose face I can't look at either? And I'm so confused by everyone's posting videos of her looking like a backup dancer from 2002, like in her black hat and her hair pulled back. Erica Kirk. Like, what is this video everyone's playing of her? I think was it her just defending herself for going to the, what was that dinner where the Trump almost got assassinated the other night? What was that called? Hold on. She's just like angry, like addressing the camera. Like, I wanted to look these reporters in the face and have a conversation with them face to face. And then, hold on. What is this? What was the video? She just like came. Oh yeah. The White House. What is CA? What is that? White House. I know CA dinner. God damn, this is some creepy shit. It's just her, you guys. It's her expressions. It's haunting. Erica said everyone was asking why she even went to the White House Correspondents' Dinner. She explained that it was because she wanted to confront some journalists for whom the event was supposed to be honoring for their coverage of her. Many of the journalists in that room have attempted to dehumanize me, and I wanted to meet some of them face to face, quite frankly, she said. It's a type of thing where I feel like she doesn't know, Erica Kirk doesn't know when she's making these extremely unsettling facial expressions. It's like she doesn't know that that's how it's reading. Like she doesn't realize what expression she's making. And I think people that do that are like performing their expressions. They don't actually feel anything related to the expression at all. Like that doesn't match like the words they're saying and the expression they're getting. Or it's like too much, like it's too much anger behind everything where it shouldn't be that, I mean, the way she addresses the camera is like she wants to murder someone. Like it's so aggressive and so piercing, and it's like it haunts. I'm looking at this picture right now, and it's a very yeah, I agree with everyone speaking in the comment section being like, I missed the days I didn't know who Erica Kirk was. But yeah, did she just come on her podcast? Or it looks like she's sitting in a chair with a podcast mic and a black turtleneck, kind of loose fitting top thing and a black hat. You guys want to watch more of the Ray J shit? Let me just watch this. I kind of want to watch it because I have seen still clips of Erica Kirk. Looking at the time, I do need to get to the Q&A. Jacqueline, do we do Erica Kirk or do we do Ray J? Hold on, I have no self-control. Okay. What a crazy thing, like the shooter that ran through, and I think it was legit. I don't think it was staged, honestly. That's the first thing people say now with everything. My brain is split in half. When a horrible thing happens online, I'm like, related to politics, Trump, shootings, things like that. I always have a level of like, or there's always a part of my brain that's like, is this real or is this all smoke and mirrors and planned? And because enough things have happened that have been proven to have happened that way, where I'm like, it could be, you know? But I think this Cole Allen guy, is that his name? Where is he from? Torrance, California. Like legitimately was just some guy that ran in with a gun like that. It was so crazy how he just booked it in. He's so lucky to be alive. Like, I can't believe they didn't like shoot him. Did he even get hit? I don't know. But I think he'll be facing like life in prison now. It's insane. I thought he probably thought that was a suicide mission. I think he wrote that in his note too. Like here.
Seems to me that nothing will ever be enough for the evil in this world. Our country has become unrecognizable. These people have perverted the truth to the point that they motivated the murder of my husband. They have continuously tried to assassinate the president, and anyone who stands in their way is labeled.
So, repeating that, hold on.
These people have perverted the truth to the point that they motivated the murder of my husband. They have continuously tried to assassinate the president, and anyone who stands in their way is labeled hateful, racist, fascist, and every other trigger word that is grossly dishonest. We want the best for our country. They don't.
So she's attacking the left for what happened to her husband and attempting to assassinate Trump. And I don't know what to think, you guys. I stopped listening to Candace months ago. Not that I don't like what she's doing. I think it's badass, but I just like, you know what? I'll say this later, actually, in the Q&A. I'll try to remember to, wait. Let me write this down. So hold on. Just write this, Candace. We'll cover that later. Okay, let's move on. Ray J, because this is just too funny. But the Erica Kirk thing is just like bizarre as fuck. And every time I see a picture or video, I'm like, I kind of need to listen. I think I need to I need a spreadsheet or I need Spark Notes for Candace Owens' podcast. Like I need Spark Notes from the time she started her Charlie Kirk assassination investigative journalism series. I need like a Spark Notes recap from then to now. And I need to catch myself up with everything because the things she's dug up about Erica Kirk are insane. I did listen to a few of those early episodes. There's just a lot there and it's so layered and I don't know. It's like, what does it do for me to know all this? Like, it's just entertainment. Everything is just entertainment. Listening to Candace is entertainment. Me watching this Ray J clip, him talking about banging 12,500 women. It's just entertainment. You're listening to me right now for entertainment. That's what being a human being is. Like it's constant stimulation, entertainment, and solving puzzles in your brain about current events and things that have happened and assassinations and what the truth is behind Turning Point USA and Erica Kirk and what really happened at the White House Correspondents' Dinner and, just nonstop that. And I feel like lately I've been off. I mean, other than the reality TV drama because I started watching a little more reality TV than I usually do. That's where I've deep dove recently, but all this other stuff, the politics stuff, the Candace, Eric Kirk, that stuff, I've kind of just fallen off because I'm like, it was stimulating at first and now I just feel like it's overkill to keep fucking like, have I stopped on Nancy Guthrie too? I kind of have, but like, haven't we all? Like, it's really just nothing. Like there's literally nothing. But anyways, Ray J here. Let me just see if anything like, I think I'm playing past the point I played last week. I just think it's just so fucking funny.
No. Cam, like, I want you to continue to be a role model, but you said you was a savage.
Bro, let me tell you something. That's not my vibe.
Okay.
If I'm giving you a rough answer, it doesn't even scratch 1,000.
Got it.
Just being honest.
Okay. And I'm flying. Right now, in the air.
He's so adamant. Ray J is so adamant in this clip he's pressing Cam that he slept with more than like 5,000 women. He, I think, started at 10,000 and then he's like 6,000. Or no, he goes 4,000, 6,000. And then he's like, it's just his, you guys, the thing that's so funny is just his sunglasses, how he's sitting. It's just pure
You gonna put
comedy.
bodies on me, bro?
I never want to put a body on you. I just want transparency in this.
I'm giving you transparency. You mad that I ain't hitting hoes like that, bro? Look, women.
First off, you hit one of the family that you wanted to hit that we was talking about. You already at 20,000.
I never hit that.
I know, but once you do, you already at 20,000 bodies off one twat.
This is such obviously a disgusting conversation that men are having, but like, I think I need to go a little further. Where this is, I think, what we played a little bit of last week. Hold on.
Ron. Kim is from Armenia. Probably about 5,000.
5,000 threesomes, bro?
Mm-hmm. That equals 10,000.
Wait.
That's not.
5,000 threesomes means double. So 5,000 threesomes is 10,000 people.
True.
5,000 threesomes? That's not a lot.
All right, I'm trolling. 3,500.
Threesomes.
Probably 3,500, 3 or more.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Mm-hmm. Top 5 sex of all time. Do you know those women?
I do.
I need to come up with new sound effects for the show, and I'm 100% going to use one of these Ray J quotes.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Oh my God. I'm going through my Rolodex.
But could you, like, if you could have sex with one person for the rest of your life.
Who would it be?
Yes.
My baby mama.
So you do want her back?
No, I just put her on that pedestal because she's a great mom. She has my kids, and she deserves.
Okay, outside of her?
There's nobody.
Okay.
I love Sheila, too. Sheila's my friend.
I understand that you're trying to protect your image.
I'm not. My image is tarnished.
Some would say Sheila looks like Kim Kardashian.
Some would say. But she's from Iran. It's different.
You say what?
She's from Iran.
She's from Iran.
Sheila's from Iran. Kim is from Armenia.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm a journalist as well.
You came on this show and you were laughing, crying real tears of laughter when you said one of your funniest moments was the Woody McClain situation.
It's just because of how you treated it. Like right now, I think if I started to get real emotional and I started to cry and all that, I think you would just go. And you just let him go.
You guys, I'm just saying, like, watch this interview. I only watched the part where he discusses his body count, but I've kind of looked through there's parts where he talks about, I guess it was the most honest or like raw he's ever been about the Kardashian lawsuit and the sex tape and that whole situation. But, yeah, I love like Cam Newton's vibe, like his outfits, his fucking hat. It's a vibe. Their set is so cool. What is his podcast called? Funky Friday? That's a cool name for a show. Big fan. Funny little fucker. Moving on. Pete Davidson and girlfriend Elsie Hewitt are navigating relationship struggles 4 months after welcoming baby girl. It's like, why is this news? You know what I mean? How is this news? A source familiar with the situation told us Friday the couple is trying to figure things out. Noting that it's unclear where things will end up romantically. They're both committed to prioritizing their 4-month-old daughter, Scotty, who was born in December 2025. One source pointed out that both Davidson, who's still sober, and Hewitt are experiencing being parents for the first time, so it's a very layered situation that they're handling with great care. They got together pretty quickly and had a child pretty quickly, right? I mean, this is a classic situation. I feel like when the baby comes and like, I don't know, it's really sad. Wishing them the best. Yeah. Again, we're reading the newspaper. Who's tuned out? I fucking love you. Do not tune out. Okay, BuzzFeed. This is actually way more fun. Oh, I saw a video of Alex Cooper acting like a dictator. We could play that. It's just this video of her talking about how she set up her lawyers and her like managers and how she wants them to like hate each other or whatever. She like purposely like wants them to not get along. Like she is so like blunt about it. And I'm like, first of all, why are you saying this publicly? And then isn't the whole goal of putting a team together that everyone's working together towards a unified goal? So everything flourishes and thrives. Like, isn't that the point? And she's like, nope, I want them to fucking hate each other. Like, listen to this.
Agents to be friends with my lawyers. If anything, I wanted them to hate each other. And I didn't want the company that I was working with to have done deals, hopefully prior, with any of the people that I was working with. And if they had, like, it was not a friendship, because all of these
I think this is what happened to Alex Earl.
people then talk, and that's how people lose all their fucking money, because everyone's working behind your back. So I made sure in the beginning days that my lawyer and my agent fucking hate each other. And I don't have a manager.
Like, oh, wait. I love this reaction.
Wow. Okay, well, you're a genius for doing that. That makes
She called her daddy to Alex Cooper right there and just what do you call it? You affirm or just agree with whatever the fuck they say. You're a genius for that. I just can't. But let's see what else she says.
No, but I think that's like people skills. Like,
Yeah.
that's what's weird is like, again, and thank God for my parents and my husband, like talking about this shit. When you are in business, you kind of just, you can so easily get bulldozed in rooms where, especially as a young woman, where you're like, oh, okay, and you're looking around and you don't know really what's going on and you feel like an idiot. If you're like, can you explain that to me? But I think from a very young age, my mom always instilled in me, like, you need to, nope, you go in and talk to your teacher, and no, you go in and you talk to the doctor. And I always was like, Mom, I literally want to kill you. Like, I don't want to do that. But it was such a good skill that she taught me from such a young age, because it's not even advocating for yourself. It's actually using your voice to understand what you are agreeing to is
Okay, wait a minute. Back this
like,
up.
you need to, nope, you go in and talk to your teacher, and no, you go in and you talk to the doctor. And I always
How does that have anything to do with what she said about having her agents and managers hating each other?
but it was such a good,
I'm so like, good luck. You know what I mean? How's it working out? I mean, it's clearly like partially working out. She's wildly successful, but this is what I'm saying. Like, the vibes are off. The vibes, back to the poppy. It's just like, huh? Who thinks like this? I think she's like overly concerned with the fact she's a woman in business. I think that's what Alex Cooper's issue is. It's like she's like giving herself this label that she has to be this dictator vibe, like this really assertive, aggressive, like cutthroat, just like a man vibe in business because she's a woman. And it's like, I think she might be taking it too far. This is not what she said. She called this people skills. Having your managers and agents hate each other. It's just good people skills. What the fuck are you saying? It's very like, it sounds very self-serving and like it's all to serve her, and it's not good for the people around her. Obviously, if they don't like each other, like that's not good in business. Like you want everyone to be collaborating and working together as a team, and like you want them all to be on the same page, and they're all rooting for you, and they all want everything to be successful, and they're all, everything's like a well-oiled machine, and you're trying to control the power flow of like how things work because of the way you think it'll serve you. I don't know. So yeah, I saw that video. That's another piece of news. I think this is old. What was this on? It was on a podcast. Which podcast was this? Okay. I need to get off this. Let's do the Q&A. Nothing breaking here on people other than that Pete Davidson. Oh, there's the JP Morgan scandal. Some female executive giving a I think she's getting sued, or the company is, because an ex-employee was used as her sex slave, or she like made him her sex slave and gave him like Viagra and some other substance. I don't know. He's this guy. Is he from India? So yeah. Okay. Q&A. Let's just get into the secret project segment now, because it's been a fucking long haul getting here. And you deserve it. Okay. Welcome to episode 2 of the secret project podcast series I'm doing. This is officially the segment where we're gonna talk about the secret project together. We're gonna keep talking about it. Thank you for hanging with me, reading the newspaper, waking up with me up until now. It's just crazy, like how this is what I noticed last week. Okay, so if you're watching this segment, starting now, you are, and I'm getting dramatic, I was last week, but I like really want to preface this. This is insider information, okay? You are a special person. You should take that seriously and be mature, be an adult, and keep this private information to yourself. Private information I'm sharing publicly to yourself. That is the secret project of my life. But like, this is fun. Wait, let me get some no, we haven't played that in a while. Okay. So what I was noticing last week, oh yeah, I'm just going to say it, cause it's like, it's hard to say. Like for some reason, it's like, I just feel weird saying it. But last week it was the anxiety I was feeling was like, it's weird to say I'm pregnant, like on the podcast, like saying those words was so like, I can't believe I'm saying this. Like as I'm saying it, like right now I'm saying it. So like, that's the secret project. Cat's out of the bag. If you didn't actually listen to the first episode, like, yeah. Hi, I'm pregnant. Okay. I'm in my second trimester or whatever. I've been keeping this a secret for a long time. Now I can take a deep breath. But I was thinking about it. We're gonna do the Q&A and knock this out. But I was thinking about the signs on previous episodes, and just like if there were signs and things that might have been obvious to you. Number one, like I was not posting on Instagram. Like this is a very odd thing for me. If I'm not posting stories, like I think there were weeks I was not posting. Maybe I do one a week. That's crazy. And then just like not really posting on Instagram, I feel like was so obvious. Taking time away from my podcast. Like what was another thing on the podcast I made? I believe it was on April 1st. So exactly a month ago. It might've been the one before that actually, when I was in the thick of it, like feeling like shit. I was so out of breath. Like so out of breath in certain moments and tripping up on my words, which is why I was like, you guys who are on this series journey with me or a part of it, I was like, I understand, like you're giving me, please give me grace. I like on today's episode, because I have been, my brain is just not sharp, especially when I don't work out. Okay. That's the thing. I skipped the gym. I'm podcasting and my brain just isn't sharp. And I feel kind of like in outer space sometimes, like when I'm podcasting. So, that's been a side effect or a symptom or whatever. But yeah, on one of the episodes, I was literally so out of breath. And then when I've been making, but on that note, I've been making 3-hour episodes, fully pregnant and while I was really sick and and I had to like pause and get up to pee a lot. Like that was also a thing, that you guys didn't know about. I've been cutting back on caffeine on the show here. There are episodes where I was like only drinking, or I'm not coming with coffee like I used to. I'm coming with, like today I have my Poppy. But I've been drinking a lot of caffeine-free Diet Coke. That was kind of because I'm really cutting back on caffeine. You're not supposed to have, I mean, there's books that people recommend you read. And I started reading Expecting Better. That's like the one everyone tells you to read. And I just immediately was like, this book is like, I don't like it. It's annoying because it was like, there's no evidence that it was basically like you can fuck around with caffeine and alcohol. That was the first chapter I was reading. And I was like, no. Like, I don't feel good about that. Not that it was literally like in your second trimester, you can have a glass of wine a day. And I just immediately shut the book and I'm like, this is pissing me off because of the data. Right. And it's like, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not a doctor, or maybe, is she a doctor? Emily, what's her name? Emily Oster, Emily, who wrote the book. I'm just giving you information. You can do without information what you will. And what I did without information is I closed the book and I was like, this is bullshit. So I've been really careful with caffeine. Obviously not touching alcohol at all. Never will in my pregnancies. I just don't think there's no good amount. Like, and I don't need it. I'm not like, I need a drink of wine every night in my second trimester. Like she said you could do. Like, I'm not like I need it and I can't live without it. Like I can wait this out. Like it's not even hard. It hasn't been hard at all. Like, so, but yeah, those are the signs. I'm trying to think what else. I haven't been taking like full body pictures really. I weirdly, okay, we'll get to this in the Q&A, but I will say this. My first trimester compared to now, like I feel like I was bigger and more like bumpy. Like I had more of a belly in my first trimester than I do now. Like I'm like getting abs. It's so crazy. Like I've lost all that bloat and now I'm just tight and like super kind of, I obviously have I'm showing a little bit, but it's not how it was in my first trimester. So now I'm like, I can take a full body pic from the front and no one can tell that I'm pregnant. Turn to the side. Now it's a little different story, but that's been a crazy thing. Kind of an unexpected thing that I would feel. And I guess it's also because I'm working out more now, like, or a lot harder than I was in my first trimester, but, let's get into this Q&A and wrap up the episode. Because I know these are like, you're on the edge of your seat. You want to know these questions because these are all the questions that, I would want to know. I don't know if you're like a pregnancy content girly, like if this is your jam, I feel like for me though, you're part of my life. I've told you everything. I've brought you through every chapter since 2020. How could I not talk about this, you know? And that's why I'm doing the Secret Project series the way I am, because I'm like, it feels wrong to just be pregnant podcasting all these months and not mention it at all, because and not make it like, not document it. Like I want to document it somewhere, and this is the place I've decided to. And it will just exist in this series as a major segment until we announce publicly. And then I probably won't really talk about it that much. I don't know. Maybe I'll mention it like a couple times in the episode as like little updates once it's a public thing. But until then, I'm really going to get into the weeds and we're going to deep dive into it more. Yeah. So first question, what was the exact moment you realized you might be pregnant? So I was tracking the shit out of this. Okay. There's so many ways you can go about getting pregnant. You could be like, ignorance is bliss. I'll just wait till I skip my period. I'll just, wait this out. And in my case, I was fully tracking everything. Do I have an Oura? So my Oura ring crapped out, like the battery died. So I wasn't doing my temperature. What was I doing? I was doing, ovulation strips. Duh. Yeah. I was doing ovulation strips, and then I was doing the HCG strips, and I was doing those as early as I possibly could. And so there wasn't really a moment where I felt anything because it was so early. I think, and you're probably wondering like how quickly or how many tries and all of that. And that's something I'm like, it was literally like the first try. And it's like, I feel like bad saying that. it's a weird thing to say out loud, like, cause I know how tough it is for so many couples out there. But it was very quick. It was like, oh, we want to get pregnant. We got pregnant. It wasn't even like we had to, like, yeah. So wild. But because of that, we were like planning for it. I found out, I think at 3 weeks, 3 or 4 days, which means that it's the pregnancy math and like how the gestational age or whatever is so confusing because it's based off of your last period. It's not based off of like the day you conceived. It's based off of your last period. So it was like a week after we had sex. Okay. Like it was so quick. And this is how I found out. So what's it, or no, that's not really a question. I guess what's the exact moment you realized you might be pregnant? So I was antsy and I was just like, I wanted to find out with Corey. I didn't want to find out alone. And then I have to tell him, like, I wanted to do it together, which is basically what happened. But I had these HCG test strips and I was using the pre-mom ones, just the pee sticks, whatever. And I think it was like on a Wednesday, I took my first strip test and it was like nothing, whatever. And then on Thursday, and I was doing morning night. What do they call this? Like anxious testing or like panic or just like over testing? I don't know. And then like the next, what's the best time to do it? Morning, right? Yeah. So I was basically, so like on Thursday, I was like, I swear I see something. And you see like a ghost line. Like if there's even a ghost line though, you're pregnant. Like it shouldn't, if it didn't detect the hormone, it wouldn't show anything. So I swear on on that Thursday, I was like, I see something, right? And then I tested again that night. And I'm not telling Corey I'm doing this. I'm just doing it because I wanted to, because we were going to take like an actual test that says like pregnant, not pregnant. And we were going to wait, I think until 2 weeks. Yeah. Is that the wait time you do, the 2 week wait? And that's when like the hormone will actually start showing. If you're going to, whatever. So I was like on a Thursday, I was like, I swear I see the line. And on a Friday, I was like, I swear it's getting darker. And then on Saturday, it was Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day. Yeah. And I would say that's when we officially found out because there was a fucking line. It was so faint, but it was there. And I was like getting the flashlight on my phone. I'm like showing Corey, I'm like taking a picture of it. I had an app where you could like put all your strips together and you could see the progression of the line. And like, I was like, this is 100% positive. Like I fully like, I'm so convinced, like, duh. And then, so I would say on Valentine's Day, we found out, I didn't have any symptoms out. Like was there a moment I realized something? Like, no, I just saw the lines really, really early. And then I think we waited. When did we take the actual test? I think we took the test on the day I was supposed to get my period, which was like that next Tuesday. And then I got a positive and then it said pregnant and then we found out. And we both like looked at the same time and it was one of those things where we felt like that's when we officially found out. Cause the lines on those little HCG on the test strips it's just so like rinky dink. I wanted a digital test. Like I just wanted a thick, like bulky. Yeah. So, next question, is it what you expected? Yeah, I feel like, I guess it is what I expected. Like, minus how bad the first trimester was. I wasn't expecting it to be that bad because I guess what I would say is that I expected maybe I would get sick. I thought I'd be in the clear because I feel like, oh, I'm so healthy. Like, how could I be sick? Like, why would I be affected that bad by pregnancy? Which wasn't true. I did get very sick. I guess the part I didn't expect was how long the sickness was. It wasn't just like a few days. It was, I would say, most days of the week. So maybe I'd have 2 good days a week, maybe like a Tuesday and a Friday where I can make it to the gym and like barely walk on the treadmill for half an hour, and maybe stretch. like maybe like I would like have plans to go stretch and like maybe do some abs or something. And then I would feel like so like shit, I'd have to leave. So that's like, so yeah, 5 days out of the week for, I'd say 5 weeks straight. I was on my ass in bed, bedridden, just like feeling like shit, can't do anything. I would barely be able to clean the house, do anything. Like I was so sick. That was the unexpected part. Other than that, I guess it's just very like, now I feel so great. Like now I feel so good. I'm like, I feel exactly how I did before I got pregnant. Minus being more hungry. Energy levels are back. I don't feel sick. Yeah. So I guess it is what I expected minus the sickness. Okay. Next question. Do you have a name picked out? Do you have the name picked out? So I'm not doing the gender reveal yet. Like we're going to get there. That'll be part of this secret project series. I feel so like immature for doing this. Like, but we know the gender. We have a name. I love the name, but again, with my decision OCD thing where I'm like, I want to explore every option. I feel like I need to read every possible name there is on earth before I make the decision of what we're going to name our baby. So I love our name that we've had this name for a long time, but I feel like I'm just like, I want to have like top 3 that I love. Like, I don't know. I feel like just having the one is great and I do love it, but I'm like, I feel like we need to love a couple other names. I don't know. Okay. How did we tell our family and friends? So because I live in San Diego, my whole family lives in Washington and in New York. And then Corey's family lives partially here, partially in San Francisco. We just FaceTimed and we did this corny thing where we held up. So I was like, how can we do this where it's cute and it's obvious that we're pregnant, but they kind of like have a moment of realization on the FaceTime. And we obviously waited until we had an ultrasound. So I think we told our family at 10 weeks. Yeah, I waited till 10 weeks to tell anyone. And then the way we told his parents was so fucking stupid looking back, but like, okay. The way I told my mom, my sister, my brother, my side of the family was, we FaceTimed. And then I was like, Corey has this big meeting. It's like a serious deal he's doing and he needs advice. Like I keep telling him he should wear this, but he doesn't think he should. What do you think about this outfit? And then like, I would shoot the shit with them first just to like break the ice, catch up with them. I wasn't like being weird, I was being normal. And then I would, at that point, turn the camera to Corey and he held up a onesie, a little onesie that I picked out. I went to TJ Maxx because I was like, where can I quickly buy a onesie? The selection sucked. There was like one really nice, like Ralph Lauren one. I was like, this has got to be the first onesie we get. It was a white one with teddy bears on it. And he held it up. And then my mom was just like, because we have young nieces and nephews, we have a 8-month-old nephew right now. I think when she told us like after the fact that she realized, and then I held up the ultrasound. Okay. Then it was obvious. But at first I think she was thinking it was for his sister's kid or something. She was like kind of like not getting it at first. But then when they realized this happened with my brother and my sister too, it was like, holy shit. My sister got it like right away. So that's how we told them. We like, how did we tell friends? Like I did a funny little, my friend actually, one of my girlfriends sent me a DM speculating about a baby moon. The timing was so perfect. And I like texted her and then had a picture of us with the ultrasound, or like, it was like a picture. I did a subtle picture of Corey with like a clipboard in the OB's office with like the ultrasound on it. Not like, but I said a little funny thing like, oh, speaking of the baby moon, I'm pregnant, but like did I even say that? I think I did a cute little thing like that. And then my other friend, we were talking about the sickest we've been in our life was when we went on this trip to Vegas. It was like, we literally all got swine flu. It was like the first strain or something. Like it was so bad. We were so sick. And then I think I texted her back something like, not as sick as I was in my first trimester. Or like, and then I had a picture of Corey and I holding an ultrasound. So like cute little fun things like that. I'm trying to think how Corey told, I feel like guys just tell their buddies like, yeah, we're pregnant. Like, I got a little more creative with it. But anyways, okay. So that's how we told our family and friends. How did we find out the gender? So we did not do a gender reveal. We didn't do anything dramatic. Oh wait, how did we tell Corey's parents? Okay. That's the part I'm like, they live locally here in San Diego. And so we see them all the time. And we were on the way to their house with the onesie and the ultrasound. Cause we're like, we didn't really have a plan. We were coming up with a plan in the car on the way to their house. And I was like, it got to the point where we're like, let's just hang it out the window when we drive up. Cause his mom always comes out and greets us at their front porch. And his dad's usually there too. So we were just like, oh, what if they like see it from a distance and then kind of like have a moment of realization that way when they see the car drive up? And that's what we ultimately did. And I feel like we could have done something like, I don't know, like them opening a box and like seeing an ultrasound, like doing an official thing like that just didn't feel right. I wanted to do something at dinner where maybe we set up a fifth place setting of like baby utensils and a plate or something, and where they'd be like, what is that? You know what I mean? Like I just like surprising people, and it's more of a, like the moment of realization than just hitting them in the face with a gift of a ultrasound and a onesie or something. Or like, you're going to be a grandparent, like a bottle of wine that's like, I don't know. So, okay. How did we find out the gender? We didn't do a gender reveal. We did make his parents bite into a cupcake at their house. We did a gender reveal for them. Cause I was like, we're going to go over there anyways. We might as well make it fun. So I made cupcakes, which was really, really, I was like really making sure I didn't put that inside frosting like anywhere else, but the inside I was like checking all the angles. And, but I went to my OB's office, picked up an envelope that said the gender, came home. I had to like bring that in the car, or drive that card home, which was so crazy because Corey was golfing and he was wrapping up golf. I was driving home with the gender in the envelope. And it was the type of thing where I was like, the gender of my child is like right next to me in the passenger seat. It's like, all right there. And I can't look at it yet. And we literally just like, I had those cupcakes already made. Like I made them for fun. I had both frostings, like the pink and the blue, just for fun. And then we filmed it. Like we put up our phone just to have the memory. And then we literally just like did a 1, 2, 3, and we looked at the envelope with the gender. And it was like we got a reaction on camera. It was crazy. And that was that. And then we like immediately called my mom, and like she was mowing the lawn and she's like, oh my God. And then his parents or his mom had a chart of what all of the people in our family, like all of her friends and family predicted. So she behind the scenes, like went and asked everyone. And so we have that chart of like I think that was cute. And his parents were right. And my mom and brother, I think all my mom, brother, and sister were all right. So they all guessed it right. Most people guessed it. More people guessed it than the correct gender than which was crazy. Did coming off the GLP-1 cause problems before getting pregnant? I need to drink water. So I went off tirzepatide, and I was on it for a year. Okay. That was my entire personality in 2025. Let's be honest. I loved my GLP-1 journey. I loved that life. I may or may not be going. I don't know what I'll be doing in the future, if I'll ever do it again. And I was like doing a low dose because I did it for, what did I? Yeah, I was like, it was vanity purposes. Like, hey, if this can help keep me tight, whatever. I was like, what do you call it when you're sober curious? You're like drug curious. I was very drug curious. A company reached out. We did a collaboration. I got to try GLP-1 and I stayed on it for a year. Stopped it in October. And then in terms of like, did that cause problems before getting pregnant? Well, initially I gained 10 pounds like that, like overnight. Like my body just went back up 10 pounds. And I remember going to the gym in like November and lifting and being so like, was my appetite just crazy? Like it kind of just, my body just like went up to like its normal, where it likes to be. I definitely have a set point of like where my body wants to be. Right. And so I just remember like looking in the mirror in November when I was working out, being like, I kind of look like I'm fucking pregnant. Like I honestly was like not used to, because for a year I was shredded and it was so like, oh my God, you know, without even trying. Like it was so crazy how the GLP-1 worked with me. So, but yeah, it didn't cause any problems. It was a necessary decision, obviously, because you can't be on it I think women take it up until they get the positive test. And I've heard it helps women, especially with PCOS. It actually helps them with conception. In my case, I just wanted to err on the side of caution and just stop it. I think a few months before trying to conceive. So, okay. Next question. What has been the hardest mental shift so far? This is crazy, like actually crazy to say, but this entire pregnancy, literally the entire time, and I'm in my second trimester, I have been nothing, like literally nothing but excited, optimistic, joyful, blissful. Like I have no fear. I'm not worried. I genuinely feel like, and this is how I wanted to feel. I've always like selfishly, I mean, I don't even think it's selfish. I think every woman deserves to feel this way when they're pregnant. I just always wanted to feel this way. I always wanted to feel just a sense of like peace and joy and love and like, I don't want to be stressed out of my mind and worried. And I don't even consider the negative things that can happen. And if it even gets in my mind, I shut that shit down. I don't even look at those videos. I don't even let people talk about it around me. And that happened there was one day out of my pregnancy so far where I was having like anxiety for the first time about possibilities of something potentially going wrong that wasn't even a thing. Like it was at our second ultrasound, and it basically my mom came and visited, what was this, week before. And we had our ultrasound, our NT scan. And this is the scan where they check like the neck, thickness, the nucleo something fluid behind the neck, whatever. And it's like, if there's a certain millimeter, I forget what millimeter, if it's a certain thickness, it means that your baby potentially could have, trisomy, Down syndrome, or other disabilities or birth defects or blah, blah, blah. And because we left that appointment without knowing the millimeters, because we just did the scan, there was a little bit of a ruckus, I will say, between my husband and my mom, just being like concerned, like, how come we left the appointment without knowing from a doctor that everything is okay? Like what's going, and I'm in my head thinking, no, like we get the results later, it'll come through on the portal. And I'm just like, I felt so zen the whole time. I'm seeing my baby. I'm like so happy and like blissful. Again, like never letting any negative thoughts come through. To me, I'm like, everything looks good. You don't know though until they confirm it. And so like hearing other people have concerns and like anxiety about like, we don't know. And like, what could happen? And what if it, and I just, when I saw them measuring the neck, like I didn't know, like Corey was like, he goes, the hair on the back of my neck kind of stood up. What did he say? I kind of got like, he was just being a concern. He's obviously the guy, like it's not his body. He's like, it's his first kid. He's worried. And I get that. I totally get that. But for me, I'm like, keep that shit to yourself. Like, I'm so like, I'm good until the doctor confirms that something is wrong. Like, I'm not going to entertain the thoughts in my head. I'm not even going to let them come in. And I don't think that's even like being irresponsible or not like considering the realities of what could happen. Like, I just want to be chill. So I think that's something, back to the question, what's been the biggest mental shift so far? I'm not a worrier. I'm very chill. I think that's a shift compared to maybe where I was a year ago mentally. Just living life, not being pregnant. Like, I'm just so fucking chill. I'm so fucking chill. I'm like, I'm not scared of giving birth. I'm not scared. Like, maybe closer to that time, I will have like that, oh shit, like it's actually happening moment. But right now I'm like, we're just blissful and we're joyful and we're happy and things are going well. I feel good. I think it's because I like feel so good now. I feel this way. When at first I was like, I'm in hell, but being sick and all, but, okay. Are you struggling with the weight gain part of pregnancy? Next question. No, like, I'm in such a good place. Even though I was on the GLP-1 and I'm obsessed with being rail thin. No, I'm kidding. When I'm obsessed with being like, I'm vain and I care about my body, and I've struggled with an eating disorder in the past, and I'm hyper aware of how I look, and I'm on camera and I am on pictures and whatnot. All that considered, I'm in I think it's just with age, you just stop giving a shit so much and you have perspective. And I just know that like, this is the most beautiful, like this is what your body is designed to do. And it's beautiful that you're getting a little belly and you're gaining weight and you're growing. Like I think of it like that. The only thing I will say is a bitch is getting dressed in clothes. Like I think that's the struggle part of the weight gain. It's like needing stretchy pants and like not fitting into my high rise jeans anymore. And now everything is like low rise or an elastic waistband. And then I find myself like at certain parts of the day, I'm like, I just want to wear a tent. Like I had a cute outfit on yesterday when I was working at home, and I was like, oh, I'm like feeling good. I'm like, woo, like I'm going to do my podcast work and I'm going to put on like an outfit, not an athleisure outfit, like an outfit. And then by 3 p.m. I'm like, I need like a muumuu. And I just put on like a big oversized t-shirt and spandex, like bike shorts. And I was like, but the like elastic on my belly, like I can't have it. It has to go underneath. So I'm doing a lot of, low rise stuff. So that's been the hardest part. And being in that awkward stage in the first trimester, I will say, where it's like, is she bloated or is she pregnant? You know, I definitely have been noticing that. It's like not obvious yet. But I just kind of don't give a fuck. I think this is a beautiful thing for me because I'm literally having like the biggest, cockiest ego in the gym right now, because I'm like, these motherfuckers, I don't care what businesses they're running. I don't care what inventions they're inventing. I don't care what your day job is, how much money you make, what your profession is. There is no one in here. Now there's a few pregnant girls in my gym right now that I'm like, yes, bitch. But I'm like, what I am doing right now is so much cooler and more badass and more important than any of these fucking like side or not even side businesses, whatever entrepreneur, because it's like San Diego and I'm in a bro-y gym and they're all making like online businesses and shit and working in AI and like tech. I'm like, I'm just better than you, you know? And so it's giving me a little like confidence boost. I'm like, I don't care that I look at me with my bloated tummy in my first trimester. Sure. Like speculate. Like I kind of don't care about the attention and like the stares. Like I just think it is, people come online, and I will say they come online and they complain about like pregnant women, about people commenting on their body and staring at them. And I get all that, but I just kind of don't give a fuck. Like I was told I look really healthy the other day. And then I saw a video that same day that was like, someone told me I look healthy and I wanted to slit their throat. Like while I was pregnant. What are you saying? When I'm not pregnant, I don't look healthy? Like they get really offended by it. And I'm just like, I just don't care. Again, we're choosing peace and we're very zen right now. And even the word mama, like I initially was put off by being called mama, because I think I saw enough videos where girls were like, fuck the word, like fuck being called mama. Like that's what my kid calls me. Like no one else can call me mama but my kid. And I'm like, now I think it's kind of sweet. Now I'm like, you know what? Yes. Like, how can I be? People don't mean harm like that. They say like, how's mama doing? Or like, whatever. I kind of don't like that. I'm like, just call me by my name. Like, come on. But, you know, I got a card with the word mama on it and I was like, oh, it's like, yeah, like it said, you're going to be an amazing mama. Like, that's so cute, you know? So are you struggling? Okay. Do you have any food aversions or cravings? So Corey made me the best goddamn corn on the cob last night. We had salmon salad and corn on the cob. And I think that's going to be my official pregnancy craving. I had boiled plain sweet corn with butter and salt. And I was like, this is the first time I've eaten something pregnant where I was like, I want this every day. Like, I think that's going to be my craving. I haven't really had cravings. I think there are moments though where I'm like, the only thing that sounds good right now is this. And then I have to either order it, go to the store and get it, go to a restaurant, eat it. Like there's been a few moments of that, but it's not consistent. It's not always the same thing. Food aversions in the first trimester, I would say the aversion was, I don't want to cook like meat in my kitchen and like, I don't want to, I was so sick and I didn't have energy to cook, but like the thought of making a home cooked meal and eating that was like to put me off so much. So I would either order the DoorDash. Okay. We ordered a fuck ton DoorDash, or we would go and get food somewhere that sounded good. Cause the thought of eating at home was like, absolutely not. So that's what I would say, cravings, but I haven't really had like cravings. I would say fruit is a craving. Like I can't get enough fruit, crunchy apples, cold oranges, grapes, watermelon, pineapple, blueberries. Like I'm eating so much fresh fruit, especially when I just have that hunger pain and I'm like, I don't want to sit and eat like some bullshit food right now. Like I want to just get something in that'll satiate that hunger like quickly. And I always grab fruit. I would say that's my number one craving. And then something I will note about getting off a GLP-1 and then getting pregnant is that it's not like it ruined my taste buds, but I do not. Okay. I get hungry. So I will say during this pregnancy, I get hungry, but I don't ever have a ravenous, like I need a spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A and I need Chick-fil-A fries or waffle fries and Chick-fil-A sauce. And like, I just am craving, like food is like good, but it's not like, now I did have some Mexican food the other day that was just, it was different than the Mexican food I've normally had. So I think that's why I liked it so much. It was because it was so different. But yeah, I think when I was on the GLP-1, I just like got desensitized, or I just didn't, I don't know if that conditioned me to just not, I became more indifferent to food. And I kind of feel like that's how it is now. And food is truly a utility. It's truly like, this is because I'm growing a human and I need to eat. And my body is like so hungry right now. Which has been nice because it makes it easier to go for those like really healthy options. Now it's not that I'm even eating perfect. I'm not being psycho about it. Not that that's psycho. I think that's amazing. If you can be like all organic, non-GMO, clean, blah, blah, but like, let's be honest. Like sometimes you need that in and out quickly because you're in, yeah. And I went to In-N-Out a handful of times and that got me by. But, But yeah, okay, moving on because I need to keep it moving. What has surprised you most about yourself emotionally? This is the part where I was going to talk about Candace Owens. That's so funny. I wrote Candace earlier. So I think that I'm more emotional. Like I cry at everything, but I almost like enjoy crying. This is so weird, but like I've been seeking out dog rescue videos and elderly senior dog videos where it's their last time they're going to go to the beach or take a ride on the boat, and then people make these videos memorializing them. And I just sit there and I fucking bawl my eyes out. Also terminal patient videos where like the other day, this really old man with cancer who was dying got to see his son who was in prison, and his son came into the hospital and into the hospital room and gave him a hug and they embraced. And it was the last time his son was ever going to see him. But then I was like, this is the first place and the last place he held his son. It was just his baby, and then I'm like bawling. Like he held him as a baby in the hospital, and now his son's coming, and this is like the last place he's going to hold him. And now he's this grown adult. He happens to be in prison. But so I find myself like being so like emotional. Like my mom brought my baby book. I couldn't read. She was sitting across from me, and I was so emo, like crying, deeply crying, reading it. So I would say like emotionally, I'm more, I cry at everything. I think that's a common pregnancy symptom. It's just the hormones, whatever. And then like back to what I wrote about, I wrote Candace, like, I just don't have time for like during the first trimester, I just stopped paying attention to what was going on in the world, full stop. Like I was not into Candace anymore. If I saw stuff happening politically or with a war in Iran, I was just like, I don't fucking care. Like, I don't care. Also, I was sick. I was like, I don't have time for this. Like, this is just not, I already don't feel good. Like, I don't need to watch this bad news, or this investigative, juicy, like, what do you call it? Gossipy type stuff because, I think that's been what's different. I'm just like emotionally, like, don't need it. We're almost done here. What's been the most annoying physical symptom no one talks about with pregnancy? I would just say, that first trimester bloat is so annoying because you're like, it's the size of a poppy seed. Like, why do I look 8 months pregnant right now? Like, my stomach would just get so bloated by the end of the day. And I'm like, that's just what happened to me. It doesn't happen to everyone. It happened to me. That was annoying, just especially honestly because of clothing. I don't really care that I look bigger. I'm pregnant. It's fine. It doesn't, like, it's part of it, but it was getting dressed and then having to go to things like dinner parties and events and all that. I was just like, fuck, I gotta and we weren't telling people at that point. So it was like having to like kind of hide it, was annoying. Just getting dressed was the annoying part. And then peeing at night. I think right now I'm at 1 pee a night, and I never used to pee. I barely ever would have to get up to go to the bathroom. Now it's once a night, pretty consistently. I know that'll go up to like 8 times a night towards the end, which is crazy. Just like not getting good sleep. Are you still working out the same? We'll just end with this question. I'll probably think of another one to ask. The last question is, what's the most annoying comment someone's made to you so far? I haven't really gotten anything, honestly. But are you still working out the same? So like I'm still lifting and doing my spin class. And then my goal is by the time I push this baby out, because I'm an Apple Watch chick. Like I can't break up with my Apple Watch. Like I just can't. My goal is that my average steps is 10,000 by the time I deliver this baby, because that would be like an amazing goal to achieve. I want to make like one fitness goal. I also want to run a race with Corey and do like a little 5K. I think that'd be fun. Maybe do a couple like fitness challenge things, like a race, like not like I'm trying to like lose weight or whatever. I want to, average 10,000 steps by the end. And then I really give a fuck about my core though. Like that's something that physically I'm changing up because I didn't prioritize core workouts until I was pregnant. And now I'm just like locking the fuck in because I know how for recovery and for labor and all of that, how important your core connection is. Cause that your belly is going to stretch out. Like those are your ab muscles. Like you gotta keep that connected, mind to muscle connection. And it needs to be strong. And I would say that's something that's like a goal of mine. I see women with like, it's kind of like they have abs while they're pregnant. I'm like, fuck yeah. Like I'm aiming for that. Like I'm just really, I don't think that's toxic. I just like, I want to, I just have a good recovery and postpartum experience. I'm not being, again, like, I don't care what people, here's the thing. I'm not just letting the wind take me and just like, I'm pregnant and everything will just happen as beautifully like it should. And I'm letting go of control. No, I'm having like my head screwed on straight and I am prioritizing fitness and my body because, I think it's everything. Like it's number one. It's always been number one in my book, like health and fitness. And, for my mind, it's been so good. Like doing these spin classes. Oh my God. Like I feel so badass that I can even do them. Now that I'm not sick, I'm like, oh my God, like I feel so great. So yeah, I'm switching up a little bit with lifting. Like I don't hip thrust. I have to like put the bar, like the pad lower because I can't put on my stomach, stuff like that. I'm just modifying, but I plan on continuing until the end. Like I'm not gonna baby myself unless I have to go on bed rest or something happens. Like I'm going to keep pushing. So that's the Q&A. I need to eat. I'm going to have a snack right now. I don't give a shit. We're at the end. I need to wrap it up. I have a protein bar and I have these apple rings. Oh my God, I could eat this whole bag right now. I'm so hungry. This is what happens. I think we're exactly at 2 hours. So there's a Q&A. There's episode 2. I mean, this is episode 423, but there's episode 2 for you. I'm not sure what we'll do next episode. I'll keep talking about it. Maybe there's, do I have any doctor's appointments I could like do updates on until then? Or I don't think so, but I feel great. I'm happy. I'm like so excited. I haven't really bought anything yet. I think I'm going to have an oh shit moment, but here's the thing. I want to like get the baby shower over with to kind of figure out like what I might still need or, you know what I mean? Like the babies don't need a lot. They don't need a lot. I think people overdo it. I know there's so many contraptions and gadgets and things you could buy, but I think I'm a minimalist about it. Because I really believe like we're not going to be screwed. We can always just Amazon it overnight if we need it, or there's basic things you need. And then I think along the way, as your baby's growing and getting older, you get things and you figure out what you need. It's like, I don't want to be a hoarder, but I will say I'm excited to do the little nursery makeover. That's something that I need to kind of like dial in and figure out what like the theme's going to be and the colors and the wallpaper and all of that, because I want to get that done obviously before. But if it doesn't happen, like I'm not going to be, sorry, I'm eating on camera. Sorry. It's fine. Like if it doesn't happen, I'm just like, you guys, I think I'm taking the right approach. Like don't overstress, don't overthink, don't overbuy. I want to find out like where I can do a stroller, like test drive. Cause the thing is they have it at Nordstrom, like the stroller section. My mom and I went and looked at it and the car seats and everything, but I want someone to like do a tutorial and like break down each one. And like, I watch the videos, but I want to like in person. Maybe you just do it yourself and figure out what you like, but we need to pick that out obviously at some point. Cause we'll need a good stroller. I think that's like an obvious thing, like to get obviously the car seat. All right, that's it. Fun episode. Please hit that subscribe button. Was it fun? I don't know. I gave you a lot of personal information there at the end that I think was worth it. Kylie Jenner sued by second housekeeper. Okay, we could just keep going. Who claims she was abused? Okay, this will be, I don't know. I'm trying to see if there's anything breaking. No, please hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening right now. I'm on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all the other platforms. I'm not going to say Stitcher Breaker. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening right now. And review the show 5 stars while you're there. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is a video and audio podcast. You can watch me over on YouTube and Spotify video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Jacqueline Monroe. And finally, if you want to support the show, what else is there? Patreon.com/TJMS. Patreon.com/TJMS. Go check it out. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed this episode. It was all right. I had fun. Hope you have an amazing May, an amazing weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.